Good evening, everyone. This was like random. My notifications have not been going out like they should be going out. So um, I'm going to see how many people is going to get this. I just wanted to come on tonight, anyways, to just chat, of course, and talking about nothing much. Just chatting. Hold on, let me see some. I won't be on long. I won't be on long. I just wanted to see I let me see something. Okay, I see 10 people are on. Okay. What y'all doing tonight, y'all? I ain't have nothing particular to talk about. I just I want to jump on because I said that I was going to get on earlier. I told you guys I was going to get back on again. And of course I didn't. But what's going on? Hey, what's that? Sidron? Shout out to Clark's, is it Clarksville, Tennessee? Clarksville, Tennessee. Uh Clarksville is up there by Nashville, right? Vincent said he's just chilling on Facebook. That's cool to be just chilling on Facebook. Nothing much. What you got going on, Vincent? What you got going on? Hey, ZK, the Black Barbie. I ain't doing nothing. I was just gonna jump on. And I know it's late. People got to go to work and stuff in the morning. I got to go to some training, but I'm kind of wired up. I'm kind of wired up. You enjoying your day off? I be enjoying my days off. I'm gonna tell y'all something that happens though when I have off time. Like I could go like days and have like off time because of the way my schedule is set up. So I could go like 7 days and have downtime, but then like I'll go 7 days and I have downtime, but then I probably just came off of like a 14 to 21 day situation where I was working 14 to 21 days. Sometimes I've worked 30 days. And so if you're off for 7 days, 8 days, 9 days, something like that, like all I'm really doing is just catching up on rest. Basically, all I'm doing is catching up on rest. So I mean it's really not and then trying, and I never truly catch up because like like I said, I had fallen off of the ladder because I was like, dog, I haven't really had the opportunity to finish my house like I want to finish it. So you want to do things around your house. You want to go and stock up on stuff. Like y'all out like I had, oh my God, I'm not going to buy no more stuff. Like no more washing powder, no more candles, no more anything until I use the things that I have. He said he just be out 2 days. I tell you, I told my mother, I said, I think I want to go get me a job. She said, "A job? Where you gonna work at?" I said, I want to be a greeter at the Walmart. I think life would be so much simpler for me if I could get a job at the Walmart being a greeter. But you know what? I don't think they have those positions anymore at Walmart, the greeting positions. Saying hello to everybody walked in. I think my life would be less stressful. Um, Therefore, I could work 5 days, I guess, and be off 2 days. I guess they give you 2 days off. I don't know. Walmart hiring? Are they hiring for greeters? Do they need a greeter to stand at the door so I can greet everybody coming in? Oh, so those are the greeters that check the receipts. I didn't know that because they don't greet nobody. They sure don't be greeting nobody. They just check the receipts. I don't see them saying hello to nobody. That's why I was confused. Remember they used to have the old people at the door greeting everybody. Hi, welcome to Walmart. They don't do that no more. Yeah, customer service is really bad everywhere. I tell you, customer service is really bad anywhere. You go into a place and you you tell them you want something. What else? What else? I mean, and then McDonald's is terrible because I love McDonald's coffee. I love McDonald's coffee. And McDonald's customer service is terrible. I'm from Tennessee. That's where I'm from. Born and raised up in Tennessee. Did y'all Hunter got found guilty? Is that Biden's son that got found guilty? Their trial been going on forever. Is that Biden's son that was on trial? Listen, I have been telling it was too late to do it. Like one of my friends been saying to me, why don't you do a show on talking about how I think she said how side chicks, how main chicks are letting guys turn them into side chicks or something like that. You know what? I don't do a lot of shows on relationships because people get so I think everybody has like a different view. And I'm scared that people will get too emotional with that. Because you don't ever know what people got going on in their life. And child, they get so triggered by certain stuff. They feel like people are judging them and stuff. Hey, if I listen, I don't like to try to judge people. I hope I don't come off as being judgmental. Like when I say that I wouldn't do something and I'm not into something, that's not unless it's violating somebody. If you're violating people, yes, I'm judging you, and I want you to know that I am. I want you to know that. But like people that do stuff in their life, like in their personal life, like I say all the time, hey, I would never be involved in no threesomes or anything like that. I know like people get mad and say I'm being judgmental. Hey, if those persons that like to swing and stuff like that have edits, do whatever it is that makes you happy. I'm just not going to. I need to come to Alabama. You know what? I love Alabama. I'm gonna tell you something. We vacationed, me and my mother and my children and my sister and my brother-in-law. We just and my cousins, like we went to Orange, Alabama. So we had gotten like a hotel in Gulf Shores, Alabama. I think like we was there like that's right there. That's down there closer to Mobile, Alabama. It's really closer to Pensacola because some of my cousins and them got a hotel over in Pensacola, which was like 20 minutes away. I fell so in love. Like we were supposed to be there for like 3 days. We enjoyed being there so much. It was so much to do. There's so much money flowing through that city. Gulf Shores and Orange. A lot of people are retiring, moving there. It's like the best kept secret in Alabama. The real estate is reasonable. They got water parks all like everywhere. The food and stuff is so good because I love seafood. And shoot, I was like, I wanna move there. I'm gonna tell y'all something. If I was to go and move there for 1 year, that city is, I see how it's consistently growing, and it's money that's, I'm talking about money. Like we started driving around, and I was seeing when they were like building houses and stuff, and it was more people, and I was talking to people and stuff. It's more people that are retiring moving there. And I was like, dog, it's a lot of money moving to this city, a lot of retirees. I bet I could go to that city and set up my business in 1 year. I bet I could make about $1 million. I bet I could. But Alabama is just one of those cities that I got some plan, one of those states that I got some plans for. I ain't gonna say what, but I definitely got some plans. Move down here so that I can get to know you. He said move down there so I could get to, you know what? I don't mean no harm, Vincent, but I'm kind of scared to date a guy from Alabama. They said that the guys from Alabama is real possessive and crazy. Is that true? I'm gonna tell y'all something. They said, but it seemed like to me, like, and they women too, and that's anywhere because I'm tired of dating. I don't mean no harm. I love, you know, Tennessee and all of that, but I don't want to date no more guys from out of Tennessee, from out of Memphis rather. I don't know if I want to date any more guys from around my area. I just want to be left alone. But I'm gonna tell you something. Somebody told me, and this is the truth. I promise the God, it's the truth. They was like, there are certain cities that you do not want to date guys from. And I remember was states. I remember they was like, you don't want to date guys from. Oh, you said you're not like that from Alabama. You don't want to date guys from Louisiana. Um, you don't want to date guys from New York and it wasn't Boston. It was like Maryland somewhere. Yeah, I don't know how they came up with that. I don't know how they came up with that. That's kind of weird. But you don't want to date them from Mississippi either, because trust me, they crazy too. Mississippi, Tennessee. But Vincent said he's not like that. I know. I'm kind of joking. I understand that all people are not the same. You know, it's just funny to me how people come up with stuff. Girl, you don't want to date no guys from out of Louisiana. I will tell you this. I don't think that I would ever date a guy from out of Shreveport for real. Because I've seen like a lot of cases. I think it was a trend down in Shreveport where they were, you know, when they were killing their girlfriends. Shreveport and where else? It was Shreveport, Louisiana. Yeah, Shreveport and um I got to see how a person is. I got to see how a person is for yourself because people be hating. Yeah, people be hating. I know that. It's crazy everywhere. I was talking to Demon about that the other day. I was like, Demon, we was talking about some cases. I, I was talking about, you know, some domestic violence cases where people had gotten taken out because women are doing it too. These women are crazy too. And I was like, Dima, I just pray to God that I never I don't run up on nobody crazy. Cause I'm gonna be extra careful this time. Like the last dude that I was with, we was together for like five. He wasn't crazy, but he was stupid. He was more stupid than anything. I really never talked a whole lot about him because I felt like I still don't. I feel like I kind of wasted my time with him. You know how you be like, dog, how could I have wasted all that time? Because like I wanted to have some more children and everything. I was like, I gave that nigga 5 years. I'm not giving no other man nothing like that. I think that's why I'm just really, really, really taking my time um now, because you have to get used to that. I don't know how people kind of just jump into other situations, because you have to you get used to the idea, especially if you're going to be in a relationship with somebody. You have to get used to the idea of, dog, okay, this is another person that I got to get to know. I need to make sure that he's not crazy. I need to see how his family is. I need to see some things for myself. You know what I mean? Like I just don't want anybody in my space no more. Cause I do good now. Like I've gotten back into my peace. Cause you go through that phase when, especially when you've been with somebody for so long, go, dog, this nigga wasting my time. Do I need to get revenge on him? Do I need to do this? Like, but then you get to a place of like peace. You get to a place of like peace, and I think last year was just really bad for me anyways, because that's my dad had passed away. So not only did my dad pass away, I'm dealing with I come to my wits end with a no good Negro. Like, okay, Lord, all of this stuff is just, it was just too much for me. So when you're finally able, y'all saw how I was screaming and hollering and crying, and then these damn fools on here was messing with me. You know what I mean? Like I had other things going on. Like I understand, like people are crazy. This is their life. This is not being in the YouTube world is not my life. So I really had real things going on. And so when you're able to start getting back into that peace and stuff, you go, dog, do I really, want somebody? D mama's like, Tam, the best way to keep your peace is just not date nobody. And I get to thinking about that. I was like, and it's funny, you think about, do I really want to date somebody? Do I really want to date somebody to really mess up my peace? And then I get to thinking about why. Well, I am a woman. I've been celibate for over a year. It's going into 2 years now. I go, dog, I do want some sex. But I just can't do it with no anybody. But I go, but dog, do I even want to have my soul intertwining with somebody that ain't for me? Because I don't believe in no casual sex. Because if he gets in my bed, I'm just letting anybody know, you get in my bed, you my man. Okay, we is together. That's final. You ain't gonna be with nobody else. You're gonna be with me. Because I ain't playing no games. But I mean, anyways, I don't know. I'm just cool. When you start finding your peace and stuff, and you ain't got to worry about people being jealous of you. Because believe it or not, you could be in a relationship with guys and they be jealous of you. They'd be so jealous of you. And I think I've always been very like open. I felt myself doing more compromising because I was like, well, maybe I don't compromise. I'll compromise this. Okay. Well, then I won't do interviews with guys. You meet somebody and look at me being transparent. You meet somebody and they're already in doing something. You meet them and they're already in a certain profession, but all of a sudden when you get with them, you want them to stop. Well, I don't want you to interview guys. I don't want you to do this. And you start kind of feeling kind of bad, especially when your feelings are involved. That's the reason why I say that I don't know if I don't want nobody, disrupting my peace. I don't want nobody disrupting my peace. Just let me make my money and leave me alone. Cause I can't deal with all that stuff no more. I can't deal with it. Um, The Black Barbie says, a mofo only gets 6 months and I'm gone and back by myself happily. I think 6 months is too long too. It's like, I don't know, if I start seeing the red flags, like when people say, well, we just, I don't want to ask this question because, it's too new. I think it's just, you just go ahead and start asking the hard questions. If somebody calling you every day, that's talking. I mean, it's best to go on and just start asking the hard questions so you'll know, okay, I'm gonna put him in my friend zone. It ain't gonna be nothing more or anything. Or as a matter of fact, I don't even want him to be my friend. I think you shouldn't let anything linger on for too long at this point. I know I don't want to. I'm not going to. Yep, I'm not going to because I don't want to deal with nobody that's insecure. You act like you don't need me. That's what it is. You don't need me. Oh my God. Oh, sometimes I get to thinking about how in the world, how in the entire fuck did I, whatever. Um, Kenny Adams says, okay, I finally caught my black beauty live. What up? What's up, Kenny? Y'all, y'all know one of my puppies. Y'all know, like one of them is supposed to leave tomorrow. I can't do it. I'm not gonna be able to do it. And I'm gonna tell you why I'm not gonna be able to do it, because the ones I got left, I let them out today because they're I let them out to run around and play, and they play and get tired. They run around and have fun, and then they fall outright. So I'm gonna tell you something. They're so little still, and one of them is so smart, and that's the one that I was going to sell tomorrow. And I'm gonna tell you, this was the sign. This how I changed. This is how I changed my mind, because I got one that came out, a teacup Yorkie. He ain't. Everybody want him, but he can't go. Okay. And so I was sitting on the couch with my eyes closed, and he is the smartest one. He is fast. He is bad. He is all of that. And then I opened my eyes, and he had jumped up on my couch some kind of way and had put his head on my lap. I was like, oh my God, how did he get up here with me? He is so little. But he had jumped up on the couch and came and laid his head on my lap. And I was like, that's my sign. I cannot sell him. He can't go. He ain't going nowhere. I gotta keep him. I was like, I can't. He must have known that I was gonna sell him tomorrow. He can't go. Um, the Black Barbie says, true, it's three to start, at least three to kick them under the curb. No, it was Robbie. Robbie is so smart. He is always, I'm gonna tell you something. He is so smart. Like, he was running around. I said yesterday, when they was running around, I said, hey Robbie, come on. And a lot of them, they don't stop and start. He knew, he looked up at me. He jumped up. I got them a little couch. He jumped up on his couch and he heard me saying his name, and then he jumped down and ran over to me. I said, he is just so intelligent. Even when he was a baby, when he would be sucking his mama's milk, his mama titties, I would be seeing how he would be laying down there, and he was born. He's like the third one that was born, and he would be following me with his eyes as I would walk back and forth. I was like, he is so smart. No, I can't sell him. Rainbow is like the second smartest, and but Rainbow is bad. Like, when I try to pick her up, and she bigger than the rest of them. She is big. She start yanking and jerking and stuff. She is too sassy, but I can't sell her either because she's the only girl. And Ranger is came out the teacup Yorkie, so I can't sell him either because he's the teacup Yorkie. I can't sell him, and so you know, I sold one of them. I sold one of them to one of my clients, and I was getting ready to sell the other one tomorrow. I'm not gonna be so I can't sell Roscoe because Roscoe is a little slew footed, and I've had to help him, and I just feel like he need me, so I can't sell him either. So, and I mean, I don't know what to say. I mean, people want them, but people want to buy them so bad, but I ain't gonna be able to do it. She said three to start and three to kick them under the curb, up under the curb. I think after 6 months, because you can get attached. You can get attached to somebody in 6 months. You really can, because when people say they don't believe in love at first sight, I don't know if it's love at first sight, but there is definitely like an attraction that you can have to somebody. At the first conversation, the energy, the vibration can be so high, like you especially if you're on the same vibration, the same frequency, you definitely can. Because it wasn't love at first sight, but I can remember like this guy that we were actually just gonna do business together. I never talk to guys that I'm gonna do business with, and we ended up having a conversation that he was actually going to do like an intro for my TV show. It was going to do like an intro, and we ended up having like a conversation that lasted for like almost like 3 hours or something like that. And then I mean, it was just talking about a lot of different things, like because he was kind of deep like I was. And I remember the conversation was so deep. He's like an entertainer. The conversation was so deep, like he didn't even he was supposed to be rehearsing and everything. We had talked so long. He was like, I went straight through rehearsal. I didn't even rehearse. Can I call you back, because I'm getting ready to go on stage and do a show? I was like, dog, I didn't even. He was like, no, I couldn't even cut the conversation off. He was like, will you stay up and wait on me to call you later when my show is over? I was like, yeah, of course. And so he, like, we just kind of, because of so you can really connect with people. But I don't know about love at first sight, but you could definitely connect with them on some type of level. Sounds like you're keeping all of it sounds like I am. I don't know. I hope I don't regret it. I hope I don't regret it. Vincent says you must be easy to fool in. What's easy to fool in? What is that? I like having meaningful. If I talk on the phone with people, I like to have meaningful conversations with them. They got to have some type of intellect. I cannot talk to ignorant people. It my nerves and stuff too bad for that. I think sometimes people be thinking that I'm weird, but I think everybody like to have their own fun. Um, I think everybody likes to have their own fun, right? I like to have my own type of fun, and my fun does not involve like going out and being around a crowd all the time, because I can't stand to be around a crowd. I don't know. I guess I have paranoias about that. It could be that it's just the way that I'm set up. I can go and be around a group of people, but just not going and being in crowds and going out and stuff because I know how to have fun at home. I think that's when you have the best fun, when you bring people into your setting and you make it fun and entertaining, but it's people that around you that you're cool with. I gotta make sure I take my clothes out tonight because I gotta be at a training tomorrow for. It's not that long though. It's like a 3.5 hour training. Hey Don Brisky, how are you? Trust me, that's not a long time because normally when we have to go to trainings and stuff, it's about 7 hours. It's about 7 hours. So the fact that it's about 3.5 hours, it's not a long time at all. But what did you all think about yeah, I made a mistake, but I'm gonna upload it again. And I was like, I'm going to make it better. I was trying to edit something on one of my videos, and I made a mistake and um cut it down to 2 minutes. I don't know how in the hell I did that. I guess just not knowing what I was doing. But I'm so glad that I keep hard copies of everything. And I was like, you know what? When I upload it again, I'm going to do an update on it. Maybe that's what God wants me to do. But I was like, dog, how did in the world did I do that? Oh my goodness. Maybe I should see if see here's the thing. Just like the other one that I sold, they got their puppy like when it's best if you're gonna buy a puppy from somebody, it's best to get that puppy when the puppy is 6 weeks old. When you start waiting until the puppy is like 2 months old, like 7 weeks old, 8 weeks, like now let's see how old my puppies are. Um, 9 weeks old. When they're 9 weeks old and they're bigger and they used to sleeping with each other and stuff and that's that's just how they need each other. You cannot they open their eyes and they playing and fighting. You can't do that to them. He says nobody see what's coming with Elon Musk, huh? Let me look at that because somebody was talking about that earlier today. Let me see something. Okay, so he is the person that was saying that if Apple keeps putting spyware on the phones, that they're going to shut Apple down or something like that. Is he the one that was saying that? I think that's who was saying that. Mm. I was kind of reading about that today. Hey, Daryl. Um, I think Memphis would be first city of crime fighting robots will police. You think so? Ooh, Lord have mercy. Mm. I mean, that would be completely asinine because I mean, all they got to do is, I mean, a bullets can just shatter a robot. Bullets can shatter a robot. What they gonna do? Make the robot bulletproof? Hey, Ronald. How long do I think that? Are you talking about a Young Thug's trial? I don't know. I don't know. I know it's a damn freak show at this point. It's a sideshow freak. It's like a sideshow freak at this point. I don't know. Oh, Young Dolph's trial. I don't know. I sometimes I be wondering, are they gonna even have a damn trial? If that guy that got on that in that Thugs case today, I was gonna play that. If that guy wasn't a damnedest fool, he's is he was he playing crazy or is he really crazy? Because y'all know people get on the stand and play crazy. I was looking at that. I was like, I wonder if he crazy like that for real in real life. Do y'all think that that guy is crazy or was he playing crazy? Y'all see how he was talking to that attorney? I just told you what my name was. I said, "Oh, he a damn fool for real." But see, people like to play crazy. Hey, Neo, what was that guy's name today that was on the stand? Because he was on the stand today in Young Thug's case. What was his name, y'all? Is he? It was. Did they say? I got to. I wonder if he's like that for real, because he was really acting a fool. Let me see something. Woody. That was his name. Woody. Yeah, is he crazy?
Before we call in our jury, it has been brought to the court's attention that Mr. Copeland's counsel, Ms. Bumpus, would like to be released. Is that correct, madam? Okay, all right. Sir, Mr. Copeland, is it your desire to release your counsel at this point in time?
She fat.
She's fired? Okay. So do you wish to represent yourself in these particular, in terms of any issues you may have in this particular?
Do I got a choice?
I'm sorry?
Do I got a choice?
Yes, you do.
And what are those?
You can keep your lawyer that you have right now.
I don't want her.
All right. You could certainly hire another lawyer, or the court could appoint you a lawyer.
What I need a lawyer for?
Right.
What
No,
do I-
it's just the court is just asking you whether it's your choice, sir.
I'm good.
You're good?
Yeah.
Ms. Bumpus, did you file an entry of appearance? All right. Did you, under the Uniform Superior Court rules, file a motion to withdraw pursuant to the Uniform Superior Court rules? I mean, I know you give an oral notice, but usually it has to be in writing, and he has 10 days to object. Say again.
I was never his counsel. Attorney Melnick was his counsel, and I was stepping in as a courtesy for judicial efficiency. Motion to withdraw.
Well, given the fact that you have represented Mr. Copeland at this point in time, it would seem appropriate that you do need to, in fact, file a formal withdrawal. Even though you didn't enter one, you de facto entered this case by your representation of him, or you telling the court that you did, in fact, represent him. So at this point, I'm not inclined to release you until that's done.
Okay, I'll get that done now, Judge.
Okay, all right. And he's got 10 days to go ahead and do that. So you're still going to have to be here until I have because he gets that particular period of time to go ahead and decide whether or not he'd like to hire a lawyer. That's the whole reason for the 10 days.
Well, I don't want to hire no.
Hold on. Not yet. You get that right as a party.
Is
Okay.
he trying to play crazy,
Yes.
or is
You
he
get
really
that right
crazy?
to hire a new lawyer. You get the right to do a couple things. One, to decide whether or not you will release her.
Okay.
Okay. Two, you get to decide whether or not you want to get another lawyer to be with you.
Okay.
Okay. Those are the two big things you get a chance to kind of decide. But what I'm going to do at this point in time is, since she's representing you, I'm going to make her file a formal notice to withdraw. She's orally told you at this point in time she wants to withdraw, but you're on the stand, you're testifying at this point in time. So I'm not going to let her withdraw at this point.
Well, Your Honor, I just like to say, before he started testifying, I was fired.
I don't know that, ma'am. That's not something that I have notice or knowledge of. So, that's the whole purpose of the rule, so that we can flesh out all those things. So at this point in time, I'm not inclined to let you go at this point. I'm sorry that you put yourself in this particular situation with you and Mr. Melnick and whatever, but, Mr. Copeland does have rights in this particular circumstance. So file a proper notice to withdraw. I'll give once it's filed, if you file it today, I'll give Mr. Copeland the 10 days, but until such time as I rule upon that and he gets that and gets an opportunity to think about what he'd like to do, I'll go ahead and insist that you remain with us while he's on the stand.
Okay, Judge.
Okay. Madam, I have one other bit of business that.
Also, can I approach, Your Honor, with the state?
No. What does he want to tell me?
I don't want to say it in open court.
They're all lying to you. Selling.
So
have
all of them. With Mr. Copeland here. So go ahead, Ms. Hilton.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Copeland, good afternoon.
Uh, 32.
And when is your birthday?
Say that again.
When is your birthday? Sorry. When is your birthday?
Next month.
Is that July? Let me tell y'all
I
something.
think so.
He is
Okay.
playing,
And
y'all. He
you were
playing
July
crazy.
25th.
He is acting. He's trying to play crazy.
I guess.
Are you from Atlanta?
I'm from Canterville.
Okay. Is that a section of the city in Atlanta?
I guess.
You guess. All right. And did you grow up in Mechanicsville?
For sure.
Did you say for sure? All right. And when you grew up, do you have siblings?
Huh?
Do you have brothers and sisters?
Yeah.
All right. And when you were younger, did you live with all of your brothers and sisters?
Overruled, sir.
Do y'all think Thug would have somebody around him that's a damn fool like that? Has he always been like that? Does anybody know if is he a rapper? Was he a rapper or something? Because I wonder, oftentimes they get on the stand and try and play crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to specifically talk about your brothers. How many brothers do you have?
Overruled, sir.
More than one.
Okay. How many?
I think 3.
All right. And what are your 3 brothers' names?
Overruled, sir.
Trey Nato Boss.
Say that one more time. You said it's fast.
Nato Trey's Boss.
Nato, Trez, and Boss. Okay. Nato. What's Nato's given name? Or you just give me the first name.
I just did.
Nato.
Yeah.
Okay. Trez. What's Trez's first name?
Trey's.
Is Trez's first name Ron Trez?
I guess.
All right. And Nato, is that Rodney?
I guess.
Okay. And then what's the third nickname you gave me?
Boss.
Is Boss Rodriguez?
I guess.
All right.
Yeah, he putting on.
And when you were younger, did you go to school?
Yes.
Where did you attend school?
I don't know. I went to a lot of different schools.
Okay. What are all the schools you went to?
I don't recall all of them.
Or just tell me some of them.
I only know one. Slater.
Slater. Is that elementary school or middle school?
Elementary.
Why you don't remember what middle school you went to? Did you go to middle school?
I think I stopped. I did.
How long did you go to? Did you finish middle school?
Overruled.
Yeah, I think.
Okay. Did you go to high school at all?
Yeah.
All right. When you went to high school, did you go to Southside?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Overruled, sir.
Did you graduate from high school?
No.
All right. Do you remember what year you left high school?
No.
All right. After high school, did you work?
No.
What did you do after high school if you weren't working?
Say that again.
Did you do anything? If you weren't working, what were you doing?
I don't recall.
Okay. Are you married?
Nope.
Are you in a relationship?
Nope.
Do you have children?
You know that.
Okay. I do, but the jury doesn't. Do you have children?
Yep.
All right. How many?
More than one.
All right. Do you have more than 3?
I might. Ain't no telling.
Okay. That's perfect. That's fair. Do you have 2 that you know of?
Yeah.
All right. And how old are your 2 children?
The same age.
What's that?
I don't know. Y'all been having me in jail so long. I can't recall.
Okay. Were you in jail on Friday? Prior to,
Yeah, I was in jail Friday.
were you in jail on Thursday?
Thursday ain't came yet.
No, last Thursday.
I felt like it.
All right. When you weren't in jail last Thursday, although you felt like it, how old were your children?
I don't know their ages.
Okay. Are you currently working?
I'm in jail.
Prior to going to jail on Friday, are you currently working?
Nope.
All right. Now, you talked about being in jail, which was on Friday. Prior to any of this, do you have any criminal convictions?
Of course.
Okay. Do you know offhand how many?
Don't keep up with it.
Okay. Tell the jurors the types of crimes that you've been convicted of.
Driving without license.
Okay. What else?
Driving with suspended license.
Okay. What else?
Ran in front of police.
All right. What else? Let me ask, do you have a theft?
I'll be putting charges on me, so I go to jail for the charges y'all throw on me.
Okay. Do you have a conviction for theft by taking?
You tell me.
Do you recall having a conviction for theft by taking from 2009?
What did I take?
Hey, Energy Unlimited.
Yes or no?
I don't know what happened in 2009.
Do you recall having any convictions for aggravated assault?
Probably so.
All right. What about conviction for entering auto?
I don't know.
Okay. What about for terroristic threats?
What about it?
Do you have a conviction for terroristic threats?
I think they were with the aggravated assault.
Okay. What about theft by receiving stolen property?
I don't know.
What about possession of a vehicle with altered VIN number?
Never heard of that.
Okay. And what about possession of a controlled substance with the intent to distribute?
What's that?
Did you ever take a drug charge recently?
Oh, that's the charge y'all put on me.
Okay. Did you plead guilty to that?
I had to.
All right. And did you recently plead guilty to possession of a firearm by a convicted felon?
Y'all put that charge on me too.
Okay. And did you plead guilty to that?
I had to.
All right. Your Honor, the state's going to tender State's Exhibit 382Y, 383Y, 384Y, and 385. Thank you, Your Honor, as self-authenticating documents. 382Y is the criminal conviction 15 SC.
Yeah,
Sure.
I'm getting to that, Mr. Steele, so.
With my FICO, I get easy access to credit reports, 24/7 monitoring, and alerts from my
Charge that we just discussed. Did you also have a
So y'all, is he a
charge in
rapper?
2015, a federal gun charge?
Is
that you
Woody
pled
a
guilty to?
rapper?
I did.
Do you recall having a federal gun charge in 2015?
You asking me or you telling me?
I'm asking you.
What you asking me?
Did you plead guilty to a federal gun charge in 2015?
I think I did.
Okay. Did you go to prison for that gun charge?
I pled guilty to it. I'm pretty sure y'all sent me to prison.
Okay. Do you recall how long you spent in prison?
You can remind me?
Do you recall how long you spent in prison?
No, I don't recall.
did you spend at least 5 years in custody?
I think that's what they gave me.
When did you get out of prison for the federal charges?
When they let me go.
Do you remember what year that was?
He said a judge tell him to stay. Yeah, he's swinging in the chair.
One of the year.
Was it in 2024?
It's this year, ain't
Right.
nah.
Okay. Was it last year in 2023?
No.
Was it the year before that in 2022?
I think I was in Rice Street.
In 2022?
I think.
Okay. So then, did you get out of prison and then go to Rice Street?
Mm. Y'all locked me up so much. I can't really.
And let me say this: when we say Rice Street, are you talking about the Fulton County Jail?
Hey, that
Yeah.
man.
Okay.
Hey, that mama man.
But you went to Rice Street after you got out of federal custody.
Hey, that man.
I went to Rice Street. Nah, I think I got out on the street. And then y'all locked me back up.
All right. So then 2022, if you went into custody at Rice Street, did you get out of the federal custody in 2021?
I got it feds in 19.
In
2019.
Okay. Thank you.
Come here, Ranger.
Now, Ms. Coleman, do you have a nickname? You're smiling. Do you
Ask me a question?
have a nickname?
Yeah.
What's your nickname?
Psycho.
Okay. Do you have another one?
Yeah.
What's that?
Woody.
Woody. And do you have a way that you spell Woody?
However people want to spell it.
Okay. And how did you get your nickname?
My mama.
And when people refer to you, do they refer to you as Kenneth, Psycho, or Woody?
All three.
All three. Which one do they use the most? Your-
Oral, sir. That's not an objection, sir.
Which one do people refer?
Oral, sir. He said speculation. Oral, sir.
People who don't know me that good call me Woody.
And what about people who know you?
They call me Kenny.
They call you Kenneth. Now I want to ask you if you know a few people, all right? First, do you know someone by the name of Shannon Stillwell?
What's his nickname?
SB or Shannon? Or Shannon Jackson? Shannon Stillwell or Shannon Jackson, same person.
Come on, Roscoe.
Yeah.
Okay. How long have you known Shannon?
We went to school together.
Do you remember which school?
I know one of them.
It was one of them. Okay. Was it elementary or middle?
Might be elementary or middle, one of them.
And I know I just said his nickname is SB. Is that what you call him?
That's what I call who?
Shannon.
No.
Okay. What do you call Shannon?
I call him Shannon.
And do you see Shannon in the courtroom today?
Well, I got a vision problem.
Okay.
I can't see that far.
All right. So if you want to stand up and look around the courtroom and look around the entire courtroom, tell me if you see Shannon in the courtroom today. Do you need to sit down?
Nah, I give me light here. They ain't had nothing to drink.
Okay. Do you want some water?
You gonna give me a drink?
I'll get you some water.
I don't drink water.
Well, I don't have nothing else for you, but I will put some water up there for you.
Who am I looking for?
Shannon.
I think I see him.
Okay. When you say you think, you can have a seat. When you say you think you see him, what do you think he's wearing?
Look like he wearing gray over there.
So who are you pointing to over there that's wearing gray?
I think the lady got red hair.
Okay, so you pointing to a lady and not Shannon?
No, the one behind her
Okay, so you're saying you believe that the person behind the lady with the red hair is Shannon. Is that what you're saying today?
Well, it looked like,
Okay. Does anybody else over there look like Shannon?
yeah.
Okay, who's the other person who looks like Shannon over there?
He's standing behind the bald head dude right there.
He's standing or he's sitting?
Sitting down, I guess.
Okay. What's his hairstyle?
Bald head.
So you're saying Shannon's the one with the bald head, or he's sitting
No, he's
behind
sitting
him?
behind the dude with the bald head. I think that's him.
Okay.
It's two people with dreads. I can't see I just see dreads.
Okay. Let me just ask you this: is Shannon from Atlanta?
I don't know.
When you first met him, where did you meet him at? Was it in school?
Ooh.
While y'all were in school, did y'all develop a friendship?
Nope.
Okay. At some point in time, did you ever develop a friendship with Shannon?
Yeah.
Okay. When was that?
I don't know when, but at one point we became cool.
Okay. And when you say cool, what do you mean?
COOL.
I didn't ask you to spell it. I asked you what you mean.
Well, we became cool. I don't know what you mean. I don't know.
Did you look at him as a brother? Was he an acquaintance? Was he just someone you talked to on occasion? When you define cool, what was your relationship like with him?
Oh, just a dude in the street.
That's it? Did that develop over time?
Say that again.
You said he was just a dude in the street. Did that relationship develop over time? Where he became more than just a dude on the street?
I guess.
Okay. And when you say, I guess, what do you mean?
What you mean? What do I mean? We became cool.
Okay. During the course of your coolness with Shannon, did you meet any of his family members?
Say that again.
As your coolness of your relationship developed, did you meet any family members of his?
No,
You never met any of his family members?
I never met none of his family members.
Okay. What about any of his girlfriends?
What you mean?
Have you ever met any of the people he ever dated?
I don't know how he's seen him, but I done seen him with girls.
Okay, so you met some of the people that he may or may not have dated.
I guess.
All right. Now, when y'all were cool and you would see him in the streets, how often would you all hang out with each other?
What you mean?
How often would the two of you spend time with each other?
You gotta be specific.
Sure. Would the two of you go out?
I go out with anybody, even you.
I'm not asking about me. I'm asking about Shannon. Would the two of you go out?
We have went out.
Okay. How often have the two of you gone out?
I don't know.
Is it more than, let's see. You said you met him in middle school. You're 32. So roughly over the course of 20 years.
Yeah, I
No.
think he faking.
No, you have not gone out with him.
I met him after me and him went to school, we never hung. I met him like in 20 what? I met him in recent years. Like after we left school, like in school we just knew each other. We didn't.
Y'all didn't hang out with each
Yeah,
other.
no.
So about how old were you when y'all began hanging out with each other?
Most of our, whatever you trying to say, I was in jail. So
But prior to you going to jail, did you hang out with Shannon?
I said yeah to that.
Okay. So my question is, if we're in 2024, I want you to think back your earliest memory outside of school when you would first start hanging out with Shannon.
Thinking back, all I remember is being in jail most of the time.
Were you in jail in 2014?
I've been in and out.
Okay. What about jail in 2013?
Yes.
Okay. Were you friends with Shannon when you were in jail in 2013?
I knew him.
Okay. You knew him? Are you saying you didn't hang out with him, or you just knew who he was?
Yeah, I knew who he was. I think that I think I took a few pictures with him back then, but I don't recall like. No, I'm lying. I knew him before 13.
You knew him before 13. Okay. About when?
I think I met him. I don't know if it was 2010, something like that. I don't know.
Okay. So at least at this point, about roughly 14 years. You know.
But I've been in jail most of that time, so
Did you all speak while you were in jail?
a few times.
So your friendship didn't stop just because you went to jail.
What you mean?
I stayed.
Did your friendship stop just because you went to jail?
Who
Or
determined when a friendship start and stop?
I guess you would.
I will.
So did your friendship stop, or your coolness? Because you said coolness. Did your coolness stop with him when you went to jail?
Well, you know, in jail, out of sight, out of mind. One day I probably called or something. I don't.
Okay. You have permission to approach?
Hey, Judge,
Sir.
I'm hot. Can I take this sweater off?
We have to go into recess for school. We'll do it like that.
You want
Can we just we're going to recess, ladies and gentlemen, maybe about 5 minutes, okay? All right.
Oh my God. Lord have mercy. Y'all, I think he putting on a show, but he got to be a little crazy for real anyways. Lord have mercy. So y'all, what part did Little Woody play in this? Was he a rapper? Oh my goodness.
by name of Jeffrey Williams?
I heard of him. He's a rapper.
Okay. Do you know?
I know him. I don't know him as Jeffrey Williams. I know him as Young Thug.
All right. And when you say you know him as a rapper, have you ever spent time with this individual?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. When is the first time you recall? Strike that. What do you refer to him as?
Young Thug.
Okay. When is the first time that you recall meeting Young Thug?
At the studio.
And roughly what year are we talking about?
Before I went to jail.
Which time?
Right. Before that, I went to the feds.
So before 2015. Do you see him in the courtroom today?
Yeah.
Can you identify him by article of clothing he is wearing?
Brown. With dread, sitting next to the bald head guy.
All right. Is anyone else on the other side of him? Thank you. You said that you met at the studio. How did you meet him at the studio?
Through a friend.
What friend?
I really didn't meet him. I just saw him at the studio when I was with a friend.
What friend were you with?
And I asked him, can I take a picture?
What friend were you with when you saw him at the studio?
Doc.
Was it anyone else?
Huh?
Was there anyone else?
There's a lot of people there. I don't recall who all the people was.
Do you recall if Tick was present when you first met Miss Young Thug?
I can't recall.
You said that you met him at the studio. You asked to take a picture with him. You're right. I'm looping the question so I can get to my next question. When you met him at the studio and you took a picture, did your friendship or relationship develop after that time that you met him in the studio?
What you mean?
Did you all develop a friendship?
Did we develop a friendship?
Yes.
My definition of a friendship is not just knowing somebody or knowing who somebody is.
Okay. Did you start hanging out with him?
I started going to the studio a lot.
Okay. Did you start hanging with him outside of the studio?
I have.
Okay. When you hung with him outside of the studio, where type of places would you hang out with him at?
But most of the time, he liked to be in the studio.
Okay. My question is, when he was not in the studio and you hung out with him, where would you hang out with him at?
We used to do fun stuff, like go to like bowling alleys and stuff like that. He went to the kids' football game, I remember. I've been to the club with them. I've been on shows, I mean, correct that.
You said on shows?
Yeah, like when I watch him perform.
All right. And the shows, the bowling alleys, the club, are we talking about in 2014, 2015, or some other time?
2014 only.
2014 only. In 2014, about how often would you see each other on a monthly basis?
I don't keep up with that type of stuff.
Did you see him a lot in 2014? Was it quite often? Were you always around? Or did you see him once in a blue moon?
Well, to know that he was a rapper and successful, I seen him a lot. To me, I think I saw him a lot.
Are you referencing like seeing him on television or being around him in person?
What you mean?
You just said, because he's a rapper, I saw him a lot.
Yeah, because you don't see rappers a lot. So,
and I'm sorry, I just want to clarify. When you're talking about seeing him, are you talking about physically being in his presence or seeing him like on television?
I knew people that be around him.
Okay.
And I used to see him a lot. Every time I see him, I saw him. I was happy to see him.
He ain't that crazy. He know how to evade answering questions.
Besides seeing him in person, would you ever speak with him over the phone?
Meaning?
Did you ever talk to him? Let's first start old school. Pick up the phone, dial some numbers. Would you ever talk to him over the phone?
Have me and him had conversations?
Yes.
I can't recall if we did or didn't.
Okay. Let me ask you FaceTime. Have you and Mr. Williams ever FaceTime with each other?
I can't recall.
I can't recall. Let me just ask you generally, in 2014, with any of your friends, Shannon, Little D, Yak, or you said you didn't speak to Yak, would you FaceTime any of them?
Say that again?
Shannon and Little D, would you FaceTime them back in 2014?
I don't like FaceTime.
I know you don't like it. That's not my question.
You know what I'm saying? So most of the time I talk on the phone, I call regular.
Okay, but have you?
I don't recall talking on FaceTime.
You don't recall talking on FaceTime?
Not that I know of. Not that I know of. And You had to ask that again because I ain't for sure what you're asking.
Sure. I'll ask you again. 2014, 2015, have you ever, I'll wait till you finish.
I'm tired.
You and I both. Okay.
I sustain the objection.
Back in 2014, have you ever FaceTimed with Little D? Ever? Back then,
Lil D,
Lil D.
ah, how I supposed to remember that?
Do you recall ever FaceTiming with Little D?
I don't.
Okay. What about Shannon?
I don't.
Okay. What about the person you identify as Young Thug?
The person identified as who?
Young Thug.
I don't.
Okay. What about you said noted yet?
If I FaceTime with him, I probably screenshot it and post it on social media just to show people that I probably was on the phone, but I don't remember if I ever did have it.
Okay. Now you said that you would spend time with him, whether it's a studio or in other places. Were you close to Young Thug as you were Shannon and Little D?
I sustain the objection.
Did you speak often with Young Thug back in 2014? Did you talk to him often?
Not that I recall.
How did you refer?
Yeah, I tell you, that's a damn fool for real. But he's funny. What he's doing is, it looks like to me he's trying to play like he has issues, whereas whatever he says, the jury won't look at it as being credible. Hold on one second. Hold on.
You all are really getting yourselves cross purposes at this point in time. Sir, I'm telling you, you are at this point in time. You made some things out of nothing. I think that you're on very precarious ground at this point in time. So I'm telling you at this point in time, he's in custody. We're going to go ahead and start. You can represent Mr. Williams. That's okay. That's fine. I'll take up the other stuff as needed, but I'm not going to take it up right now. Say again? Respectfully, I will not. I cannot. Sir, you have to. Well, you're gonna have to do the best you can at this point in time, because you don't get to extort the court. That's what you're attempting to do at this point in time, sir. Yes, you are. What you're trying to do is, I'm not going forward if I don't get this. You know, it doesn't work that way, Mr. Adams. And I'm telling you at this point in time, I would just kind of govern yourself accordingly, sir. I'm telling you, as the court, under these particular circumstances, everything will come out as it should. I don't think, sir, I don't have enough information at this point in time to address it. I don't. But I'm telling you at this point in time, there is nothing that was given, said, whatever this morning that accuracy to some of the information that we. But sir, I don't even know. Your co-counsel won't even tell me who said whatever. Okay, Okay, and the challenge I'm having in this particular circumstance is that is such a violation of the sacrosanctness of the court's chambers and an ex parte conversation. You're just glossing over that. You're glossing over that in its entirety. No, it's not, sir. Sir, that's not what happened. 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 I'm just telling you, that's not what happened.
Judge, respectfully, we are not obligated to simply accept that there's been no violation. We believe that there has been, and the only
okay, well then you made no, we're not doing that at this point in time. So you'll have a choice to make. All right, take Mr. Steele into custody, please.
Listen, I've never seen lawyers be so argumentative with a judge. I've never seen it. It's almost like they try to bully him. It seemed like to me, they pushed him into a corner where they've been so disrespectful, blatantly disrespectful to him, that he's holding them in contempt and giving them days.
Your Honor, would the court afford me one moment to confer with counsel regarding the appropriate remedy in this type of
Okay, all right.
May I say one thing, Your Honor?
Yes, sir, you certainly may. Mr. Williams does not wish to go forward without me being here. You are removing me against his will, my will. You're taking away his right to counsel. And you're conducting material parts of this trial without me present, and I can't learn about it by watching online. So for that reason, additionally, I asked for a mistrial. And I assume you deny, but I'd like you to deny our motions for mistrial. You denied the other people. I've denied your motion, but I'll certainly take that under advisement, sir. We're going to be in recess for the next 5 minutes.
So what do you all think about that? Do just in y'all's opinion? I know everybody has a difference of opinion. It just in my opinion, it appears that they have been disrespectful. Like, I have not been watching it lately, but I did watch the trial in the very beginning. And I saw the games that they was playing. It was Mr. Steele, I do believe, Attorney Steele, who leaked out witnesses' names, whereas witnesses were being called and threatened. He leaked that. Defense attorneys play games like that all the time, whereas to scare witnesses off so that they want to come and testify and all of that good stuff, right? So I believe that it was Young Thugs or somebody else, one of those YSL attorneys. I believe it was Attorney Steele. Then they was bringing drugs into the courtroom. He was, they was doing some more stuff that he had to call them out on in the very beginning. I think he just developed some type of disdain. He developed a disdain for the defense because they thought that they were going to outsmart him. These are high-priced attorneys that think that they are smarter than the judge, and some of them might be. But so I think they've gotten him to a point because of their blatant disrespect where he has had to listen. Hey, because they're trying to force a mistrial. They don't want that judge on their case. So they're doing everything that they can to offset that case so that it could be in another courtroom, or they can get off on some type of technicality or something. And the judge is sick of it, so he's just gonna start throwing the asses in jail. They said 20 to 25 lawyers. His wife is a lawyer. So of course that's something else that they did. They started the protesting. That's another form of bullying, I think, trying to bully the judge. Hold on. I'm trying to find it. Right. They want to, yeah, that's exactly what they want. They want to mistrial. The judge know exactly what they're trying to do. He's a lawyer himself. He see those lawyers don't get to be high priced lawyers like that by playing by the rules. I mean, that's just honestly, you just don't make it like that playing by the rules. They play dirty. He know their antics. He's sat on the bench. Judges are lawyers also. He's practiced, so he know the types of games that lawyers play. And they're all in Atlanta, so he knows how they get down. And that could be the reasons why he's on top of their necks. Right. That attorney, that Brian Steele attorney, kind of reminds me of what Straight Drops attorney do. Okay, is doing. Straight Drops attorney is just a broke version of him. Although Straight Drops attorney is getting paid a lot of money. Somebody was saying that I wouldn't say he's a broke version. He's just a less known version, right? Brian Steele, they said that his retainers fees are 100,000 to 500,000. To retain him, you got to have 100,000. So at least. So I mean, he's a super attorney at this point, and he'll probably be. I wouldn't be surprised if he don't. If Young Dolph's case go to trial, I wouldn't be surprised if, when some of these rappers start being indicted, he don't be staying in Memphis for a little while, representing some of the rappers in Memphis that participated in the assassination of Young Dolph. Okay. They said waste of taxpayers' money. Yeah, the judges. I mean, you could tell he's stuttering. They've stressed him out. I mean, I'm gonna tell you something. When you know that somebody's trying to cause a mistrial, they're trying to back you into a corner. They're consistently being insubordinate. Um, they've tried to play, as the people say, on your top. In the beginning, they was doing just all types of stuff. I would have been did it. I would have been held him in contempt. He allowed it to go on too long. So they went and got the lawyer. He went and got the female lawyer to come into the courtroom. That called the same lawyer that called herself was grilling Fonnie Willis. They went and got her to try and grill the judge. See, what these lawyers better understand is they playing a dangerous game, because that judge is on the bench. So I know at this point they want the fame and stuff. Thug's case is bringing a lot of attention. It's televised, all of that. But that judge is going to be on that bench when they're still having to come through there and represent other people. They're going to come through his courtroom a lot when Thug's case is over with other clients, and that judge can make their life a living hell. Just like they are super lawyers now. If you mess around and start making these judges mad, you will not win a case because they can make your life they can make it hard for you in their courtroom, and you will no longer be a super lawyer. You'll be known as the damn lawyer that fell off, that can't win a case. She said you will be disbarred because you will be cussing. I'm telling you. Althea says, I don't care for the DA though. Listen, I know a lot of people said they want Thugger to come home. I guess, I don't know. Me personally, I believe that whatever it is, they watched Thugger for what, 10 years, whatever it is that they're accusing Thugger of, he probably did it. He more than likely did it. Here's the thing. I don't, I don't know a song that Thugger has. I was never able to look at Thugger because he wore pink dresses. So, when he started that he helped to bring that trend in, wearing pink dresses and stuff. So I couldn't take nothing of his music seriously or nothing. A man in pink dresses. Money do talk most of the time. Yeah. When your attorney start playing games like that, it is because you probably gonna go to jail. They're trying to do whatever it is to get him off on a technicality. He said pink dresses and kissing dudes on the ear. See, I didn't. Who did he kiss on the ear? I didn't. Oh God, I didn't know that. See, I guess they said people say that people our age and because we're in our 40s and stuff. They say that we are, I guess, shallow because they say we do things different now. Men kissing each other in the mouth, and they they flirting with each other and saying that they smell good and saying my love to guys and kissing them in the mouth and sucking on their ears and shit. Hey, I never knew that type of stuff was going on. I didn't know that was the norm. Okay, I didn't know it. And so I guess I do have an antiquated way of thinking because I don't want to know. Mm-mm. I mean, Young Thug out there doing all that, and he wearing dresses. Ooh, Lord have mercy. What kind of world we living in? Look, y'all look at this right here. That's one of the reasons why. See, I think Young Thug was before him. Young Thug was before this guy right here. But that's kind of who he put. Young Thug put me in the mind of. I forget this guy name. But this is Thug right. This is Thugger right here. Thugger looks just like a damn woman. Okay, he was one of the ones that they used to usher in that metrosexual crap. That's Thugger right there. This is Thugger right here. He got on a straight up dress. That's a ruffled dress that Thug. That's Thugger right there. He's got on that hat and a ruffled dress. Young Thug got on a wedding dress right there with a damn gun in his hand. He got a weapon in his hand with a wedding dress on. So I mean, all of that's weird. That's why when they were saying Thugger did all of that, um, I mean, I believe he did it, but I've never, I don't know. People say he got some good songs. I've never been able to listen to not one song he had because I couldn't get past the pink dresses that he was wearing. Y'all look at this right here. He got on red lipstick. And I'm not saying if he's innocent, then I mean he shouldn't do no time. And I'm not saying he should do time based on him wearing dresses and stuff. I'm saying that they use him as part of their agenda. People forget about that. It's I mean he did. They say he did all that heinous stuff, and look at him. He got on some sandals. Oh my God. He got on fringe sandals like I like. I like fringe sandals and heels. And he got a purse on his shoulder. Oh God. Okay. I don't want to look at no more. Whew. Oh my God. Oh my God. Mm-mm. Wait a minute. I want y'all to see this. So one thing for sure, if he didn't make nobody mad, he gonna always have money for his lawyers because he definitely was pushing their agenda real hard. So when folks say free Thug, I've never said free him. If he did that stuff to them folks, he don't need to be free. It seemed like to me he would be content in jail. It ain't nothing but up in there but men. You know, I have to look at those shoes because I'm a shoe fanatic. He like them fringe. I be buying those fringe heels. You know that when I walk, they move. The fringes be moving with them heels on them. Sandals. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Hold on. Mm-mm. 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 Oh, Lord have mercy. Mm-mm. Lord. Anyways, I lost my train of thought. Um, what was we talking about? Let's see. He said that's that Atlanta stuff. You know what? Thugger has children and women, and they're accepting. Women are more accepting of this stuff now, as long as they're getting something out of it. I couldn't. Me personally, I don't have. I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't date a man and not knowingly date one that was bi, or or mess with men sexually in any type of way. He said we were addressing thug addresses. That's exactly what we was doing. Oh my God. Mm. Oh God. Oh Lord have mercy. Mm. Mm. Yeah, I don't know what to say no more. I tell you, that took my breath away. Lord, just bring back. Oh, okay, nothing. Mm. And hey, if Thugger didn't have anything to do with what they said, I want Thugger. I want Thugger to be acquitted. I want him to be acquitted. But one thing for sure, looking at that, I know that I saw a while back some of like CMG rappers had his cash app for his legal funds up on their pages, right? Like Black Youngster and all of them. Thugger was helping to promote an agenda for the industry. He probably gonna always be okay as it relates to those legal issues because they love him. The ladies love the he is the outcome of when women claim they want a sensitive man. Thugger is the sensitive man women want. Oh my God. Mm-mm. Not when women say they want sensitive men. I mean, well, I guess I could speak for myself. I would believe that most women are talking about you know, they want a man that would be more understanding of how they feel, be empathetic to how they feel. Because you hear some women say that men are so hardcore that they're so emotionally unavailable that it's hard for them to be sensitive to when women are going through stuff. I think that's what women are talking about. I can't imagine a woman wanting a man, that's not a gold digger, wanting a man like Thug. Because I wouldn't want him for you couldn't pay me to have no man that looked like him. I don't play that. I don't want no man that wear dresses that's holding other men from behind. Let no man hold no other man from behind and stuff. That's weird to me. Not if he's hetero, sexual. He wouldn't. She said, I watched the trial at first and lost interest, but old Woody done got the views back up. I'm telling you, Woody is a fool for real. Oh my God. And he is definitely putting on a show. I don't want no man that would wear a dress. I'm sorry. Even, yeah, I don't want no man in a dress. Period. Mm-mm. Not even one that would take money just to put on a dress and take it off. You got to have some type of pride about something. Yeah, he got on my French shoes. Oh, Lord have mercy. I'll never look at those shoes the same. Anyway, y'all, I know it's late. I got to get up and go to training in the morning for about 3.5 hours. So I'm gonna get off because I need to take my suit out. I'm gonna wear a pantsuit and figure out which one I'm gonna wear and get my heels and stuff. Have everything already out so that I can sleep for about 30 minutes longer in the morning. Anyways, I appreciate you guys getting on tonight, as always. I appreciate you all hanging out with me at 1 o'clock in the morning. Okay. I want you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. You guys make sure you be safe tomorrow while you're going to work. If you're out tonight, be safe, be vigilant, and all of that good stuff, so you can make it back home to your families safely. Okay, watch your surroundings. You have to not only do you have to drive for yourself, you have to drive for other people too, because these people are crazy. Okay, so make sure y'all do all of that good stuff. All right. Um, get a good night's sleep tonight if you're at home. I appreciate you guys supporting the channel. I do love you guys. It's been a pleasure being on here with you all. I'll talk to you later.